Anand Giridharadas hit the nail on the head. Suppose Donald Trump was an intellect. Suppose Donald Trump was smart with the same attributes that he has currently to attract people. We would have been in trouble. Think about the election that we just had. In as much as Joe Biden beat Donald Trump by north of 7 million votes, in the Electoral College in about 3 states, there were just a few 100,000 votes that separated the potential that Donald Trump could have been president with the largest popular landslide against him. That is how fragile our democracy is. That is how inept the way we elect a president is. But that also says that if we had a smart, as Giridharadas says, if we had a smart autocrat who wasn't as bad at autocracy as Donald Trump, we would have been in deep trouble. Check what he had to say out, then we'll take it on the other side.
Anand, how is it possible to say everything is not already off the tracks when 300,000 Americans are dead and the president is trying to overturn the election result?
I always think it's advisable to stay away from train metaphors when talking about autocrats, whether they're on the track or off the track or on time or not on time. Look, the reality is Donald Trump is not that different from other autocrats, which is that it's about him. It's auto means self. This is all for him. And the thing that actually does distinguish him from some of history's autocrats is intelligence, efficiency, competency, organizational skills. And I'm speaking about the other autocrats, not him. I think in the long run, it's hard to feel this emotionally now. In the long run, there will be some small feeling that we lucked out in getting the particular flavor of autocrat who's not good at autocracy. But I have to also say, Mehdi, and you have been one of the leading lights covering this meta story, that Trump's assault on democracy is sort of like that final kick in Mortal Kombat, like the finish him kick. And we need to talk more about the fact. Ask why democracy was down on its knees, raggedy, cut up, scuffed, beaten and bruised before he got there. This is just the final kick. And when you see a government that's not just unable to deliver relief tonight, but for 40 years has failed time and again to make people's lives better through policy. When you see a government that has proposed milquetoast solutions to the challenges of market-driven globalization and the other displacements in people's lives. When you see a government that, frankly, on both sides, the blame originating with Republicans, dominated by Republicans, but with some amount of Democratic complicity, going along with the fundamental neoliberal thesis that markets solve most of our problems. And you saw President Obama recently expressing some regret about going along with that Reaganist consensus himself while in office. So there is a lot of blame to go around, and the president is trying to deliver that final finish him blow.
That final finishing blow. But folks, it's not over. Yes, there will be more populists trying, that type of populist trying to take over. The democracy is fragile. There's an aberration in the Constitution. There's a lot of work to do, but those of us in the activist space, in the independent media space, we're going to have to do our job because it's not going to be done by those who are fed by this type of corruption. Excellent. We spend a lot of time deconstructing the news, trying to parse it into a form that everybody can understand. We try to find those little nitpicks where it flies above the fray, etc. If you really like these videos that we do, I want to ask a big favor. Please go ahead, number 1, subscribe to our channel, and number 2, please join if you can. Thank you so kindly for watching. Keep watching. Please remember to share. We must populate the entire internet with our progressive message, a message that we know is what most Americans say that they want. So help us, please join.